think you should pick me because 1, you'd get really funny one-liners. 2, I'm honest. And, you know, if I think something looks like crap, I'm going to say it looks like crap. And, you know, I fight, and not in general, I don't fight, but I fight for what I think is right. And I fight, you know, for, you know, myself. And I don't take things lying down. So as much as I'd like to share with you some of my physical cakes, it's kind of hard for me to do that right now because I don't really have any. So I'm going to show you a couple of the pictures and I'll just walk you through what I've done. And the first is my Angry Birds cake, and it was so much fun to do. I was so excited when the customer came and asked me to do an Angry Birds cake because I was just jonesing to get my hands on and try to do an Angry Birds cake. So the cake is actually with buttercream, and I airbrushed the outside, so I gave it kind of I used the blue to symbolize the sky, obviously, and then I gave a little bit of green around the border and green for them to be standing on to represent the grass. And then with the gum paste, I actually created the Angry Birds, you know, with their shapes, and as well as the pigs and everything. And then I actually used the gum paste to create the little slingshot that they get thrown from, as well as the little pieces of wood that you see there. And then I just used some wire to actually make it look like it was being tossed. So, you know, the little blackbird that likes to blow up, so to speak. And then I actually hand painted the Happy 7th Birthday Teddy. I really love to hand paint when I do the happy birthdays or whatever insignia there is. I like to try different ways of painting it on there because I think it's a little different. I was asked to do a wedding cake by a young couple, and they wanted something that was a little different, so I had suggested doing a topsy-turvy cake for them, and they loved the idea, and we went with the 4-tier wedding cake. And they also wanted to include something that represented them, so I included their initials on the cake. So we included their initials, and then they have a young daughter, and so we included her on the cake as well, so it represented all of them. And, you know, the top tier, we have hearts within hearts, and, you know, just the diamond effect on the other 2 tiers that you see there. That cake, I would say it took, you know, between 2 days, you know, decorating wise, not just, you know, the baking process. The baking, you know, that was, you know, I did that the day before, and the following day, you know, I just made the buttercreams and the fillings, filled it and iced it, waited for them to chill, covered them with the fondant, and stacked them. Tiki Guy is actually made of 2 cakes that are stacked on top of each other. I iced him and then carved the features that you see in his face, and then covered it with just regular white fondant, and then I actually used an airbrush because I wanted the airbrush to actually bring out some of the shininess and a little bit of, I was able to help highlight with the features where you see that it's a little darker. And the little torches that I made on the side, I just made them out of quick little fondant, and then, you know, colored the tips to give it a little bit of a fire feel to it. I believe it might have taken a day to do, and the girl, I actually started a little bit ahead of time because I just wanted her to have some time to kind of, you know, dry and be able to kind of, you know, sit herself up. And I think the one detail that kind of took a little while was actually doing her hair, because the hair, with the little tool that we use, it's hard to get the fondant to go through. I feel like I almost need to be the Hulk in order to get the fondant to go through so that I can get the strands that I like. But she loved it, and I was elated.